So this fighter jet costs 1 million cash. In 3, 2, 1, buying the fighter jet for 1 million cash. Holy cow, this is fast. So Jailbreak just got updated. They added planes and a bunch of random other stuff. The key thing over here is going to be planes. So let's go ahead and take a look at all this stuff. Okay, so the first thing you can see when you join Jailbreak over here is a bunch of rings here in the middle of the sky. Okay, you might think like it's like Sonic the Hedgehog rings or something like that, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with planes. So let's go ahead and fly all the way to the airport, obviously, because like, you know, planes are at an airport, and that's probably where the planes are gonna spawn. So before I go get planes, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a jetpack here, because it's always a good idea having something here that you can use to emergency, you know, just, in case you ragdoll or like fall from very like great heights, you can just double tap and then it will activate. So the first plane we're going to take a look at over here is the little stunt plane that Asimo teased about, right? It's currently 200,000 in-game cash. That might change, may or may not, right? But you can see over here, the plane's already starting to move backwards. It's very, very interesting plane. Why are you moving backwards? Why is this plane moving backwards? Okay, Asimo, why? Now another plane just spawned, okay? But this plane just seems to really, really like moving in reverse. That's very, very interesting, okay? So, I think, yeah, if we just hold W, we can accelerate, and then boom, we take off. And this is a really cool sound, right? You guys hear that sound? You can see the smoke coming out of the plane. What happens if I just do like a loop-de-loo or something? Maybe like a barrel roll? Or how do we barrel roll in this game? Okay, I think, okay, if we fly in this direction, okay, let's try to steer. I'm moving the mouse around. Okay, so if you hold down Q, you can do a barrel roll, something like that. Okay, assuming you have a wide enough mouse area and you don't do it too fast, then yeah, okay, so the small plane is obviously not the best at like doing stuff because you have to move your mouse a lot. And it's just super duper like hard to control, okay? But anyway, you see over here we got ourselves a wide strip of land in the middle, I mean a road here. We can try landing the plane over here on this road, and boom! There's no like explosions or anything like that when you land like failure like that, but yeah, it's a very interesting way to land. You can just take off, you ram the propeller into pretty much any building and still take off, and yeah, okay, so let's see. What happens if I come over here and land in the desert? Okay, boom, it just, you know, casually just drops to the ground and stuff like that. So you might have noticed that there's a little horizontal line inside of the bar here. Okay, basically once you exceed the bar, if it's above, the white stuff is above the bar, then you're in flight mode. And once you drop out, the engine cuts out and you go into just falling out of the sky. And yeah, so basically, I'm just gonna have a kind of controlled flight here. Let's try to land on like another road, maybe a runway of some sort, probably this one over here. Okay, so let's see. Can we get ourselves lined up here? It's definitely a very interesting control system. I've never really played a flight simulator game that had controls like this before. Okay, so that's why it's getting pretty hard to land. Anyway, you can see over here, we have ourselves a little military jet at the military base, okay? So this fighter jet costs 1 million cash. So, in 3, 2, 1, buying the fighter jet for 1 million cash. Here we go. And let's take flight, alright? Once again, I'm going to make it exceed that thing, and boom! Holy cow, this is fast. Alright, we're not even at full speed yet. Okay, I think now we're at full speed, but look at this. This is insane. So you can see over here, I'm going to go ahead and just start zipping across the map. I'm going to go ahead and go to this corner over here. And now once I come over here to this corner, let's go ahead and just pull out of the dive. And here we go, full power to the other side of the map. Alright, let's just see how long it takes. Okay, so currently we're above the city. Look how fast the city is like passing away from us. It's kind of ridiculous. And we're still flying over here. Let's start turning towards the prison, because I kind of want to go land this thing inside of the prison. Okay, what happens if I like just jump out of the plane, or if I come over here, have an approach upside down? Okay, here we go towards the yard, and bailing out of the plane, it just immediately stops. Well, that was one very interesting landing we got there. Okay, super duper quick and easy. And yeah, so let's go ahead and switch over to the prisoner team, and that way I can show you guys robbing stores with the plane. It's gonna be very, very interesting. Alright, so I haven't really covered much about like taxiing on the ground. If you hold shift, I believe that's what the Asimo did say, the plane should theoretically stop moving. And it looks like it does stop moving, but it's starting to go in reverse. that's very interesting. Okay, so basically if you hold like W a little bit, you move forwards, and if you hold A and D on the ground, the nose wheel steers, and you can turn around. And basically now once you face in the right direction, you just max out on W and go to the very top. So obviously the first door when it comes to mind about speed is a power plant. So we're gonna see just how fast it takes for us to get this thing over there. I honestly haven't tested this out even in testing server, so I'm gonna try and get this plane actually like wheels on the ground over here. So here we go. Can we get our wheels onto the ground? That's a very interesting position we got here. Okay, what about now? Maybe roll a little bit more. Dang it, plane, you're not listening to me. Come on, wheels on the ground. You can do it. Alright, there we go. We have our wheels on the ground, but we can't steer at all. Okay, what happens? You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and fly out of here, make another approach, and come back and land hopefully next to the ground on that power plant, wheels on the ground. Alright, here we go. Now you can see I just landed on the road here. We're trying to like steer it over here towards the power plant. It's very, very hard to control when it's on the ground. Okay, it's like has an extremely crazy turning radius. And let's go ahead and just park the plane about right here. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good spot to park the plane. I don't have a jetpack today, so we're gonna have to, you know, do the robbery here manually. But that shouldn't really affect the speed of going towards the, what's it called? The criminal base. So let's go ahead and just come on right over here. We can do this. There we go. Okay, now we gotta go through the obby normally because I don't have the jetpack. But that's no problem. Okay, we can just do this real quick. And here we go. Let's do the power plant just to see how fast we can do it in a plane. Alright, puzzle solved. Now let's go ahead and just come on over here into the plane. Come on, plane. Throttle up already and let's fly. Let's go ahead and go opposite direction. Okay, we gotta go all the way around here. Holy cow, the sensitivity on this is way too low. Bad CC, if you're watching the video right now, please increase the sensitivity or at least have the option for us to adjust it because it's way too low. Alright, I have to like move my mouse an insane amount of like radius to get this plane to turn. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and just come on right over here and let's land. Boom. Okay, that was a bit too high. Dang it, no, we ragdolled. Okay, so I believe it is still slightly slower than using the army helicopter to fly right over here. And I'm pretty sure part of the reason is the hard to control part at the start. So maybe if we face the plane towards the criminal base, it will be faster. And possibly even, you know, the start delay time is probably the reason why. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and just come on over here. You can see, like, basically always goes in the direction. It's super duper low sensitivity here, okay? It's way too low. I wish it was the normal, like, Roblox high sensitivity, but it's, like, at least half of that, okay? What about robbing the museum? Okay, I know I don't have anyone else inside of the game, but you can see over here, we're gonna just land the plane right over here. Plane does have a parachute, but you can see it does go quite far. Alright, what about getting the wheels onto the road? Okay, come on, can we get the wheels onto the road over here? Come on, plane, you can get the wheels onto the road, and let's turn off the engine now. Okay, finally. What about taxiing here? Okay, can we get out of this? Oh, we can actually steer on the road. That's quite interesting, okay? Come on, back it up a little bit, and now we'll go hard left. Alright, we're steering the plane. Guys, we're actually driving the plane like a car. What am I even doing? Why am I driving a plane like it's a car? You know what? I guess, when the hard to control vehicles come to finally like needed control areas, then this is what we do. We just drive them like they're land vehicles and actually with like some proper control, kinda. Alright, so now I guess we just got a plane parked over here in the museum parking lot. That's very, very interesting. Should probably turn it and face it towards the criminal base if we want to go rob the museum super duper fast. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, we're gonna pretend that we're robbing the museum and just come over here and just come on. Okay, this plane is definitely very, very hard to control. Holy cow, plane. So while we wait for someone to join the server, I'm gonna go ahead and just try getting a jetpack with the plane. Alright, so you can see we can fly upside down, we can do all sorts of crazy stuff. So going on a jetpack is going to be a very interesting thing. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is bailing out midair and just straight up going for like a parachute descent, okay? So clearly I'm already missing the target. It's like somewhere right over here. Okay, here we go. I'm literally flying just slightly above the red bar, and let's go ahead and just bail out. Parachute here, and boom. Pretty sure this jet only has a driver's seat, okay? So that means when you go to the museum, you can't really get any assist, but like it's probably one of the fastest vehicles in the game. I'm going to be doing a thorough speed test with Creecraft or someone like that sometime later this week. I'm probably also going to pit it against like the R8 and all the other vehicles that released last week in Season 3. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and come over here. It takes a really long time to slow down this thing, alright? So now we can go ahead and just Alright, come on. Look, okay, we can drive this thing backwards, maybe, okay? Yeah, let's try driving this thing, yeah, that's not gonna work that well. Okay, we gotta turn the plane 180 degrees around. Alright, so now I got the plane mostly pointed in the right direction for going towards the criminal base after the museum robbery. We got ourselves a person over here to help us with the museum. Here we go, alright? So, let's go ahead and just come on over here and go for Simo and Bad CC's paintings on the wall. And can we jetpack? Oh, the museum glitch still works. Hold up. This is way too cheap. The jetpack still works when you get out of here. Some people were saying it was patched, but no, it's not, guys. It is still working here. And now, 3, 2, 1, jet all the way over here to the criminal base. Full power in this thing. How long is it gonna take? That is really, really stinking fast. Holy cow. And boom. Okay, now we just bail out and just, you know, jetpack ourselves all the way over here. And because the museum bag isn't really time sensitive, we can just come over here and just get it whenever. Okay, now let's try out the power plant robbery one more time. This time I'm actually going to remember to, you know, point the jet in the right direction so that we can actually take advantage of its initial acceleration. Oh yeah, also, these circles here, I believe if you fly through them, you get like 20 XP or something like that. But obviously, it's going to be like really slow to grind. And plus, I'm already at level 50. And it's also very hard to actually get the plane to go in there because of how hard to control these things are. So, good luck farming XP with those stuff, okay? Now we're going to have to drive the plane back to the power station, alright? Here we go. This is going to be a very interesting thing. Alright, so we gotta go ahead, come around here, and now point the plane towards the Camaro, and boom, parked. Alright, now let's rob the power plant. Hopefully we can actually get a decent amount of money this way. Now we can go ahead and just solve this thing. Come on over here into the plane throttle up, and power. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's go in a direct path to the criminal base. Okay, it doesn't matter if I'm flying upside down. All I want is to fly directly towards this criminal base. I'm just gonna keep on spinning and keep it on like a roughly the right track, okay? Right now I'm at like 5,800, something like that. Holy cow, this is fast. Okay, so definitely you need to point the plane in that direction. You definitely need to point the plane in this direction, guys. Okay, once you come over here, 5,600. It's been a really long time since we got 5,600 cash from that thing. But this plane and the army heli are pretty much almost tied. I think if we optimize the plane's trajectory even more, we could be getting 5,700 cash from that power plant. So I can only really prove that once I start actually grinding stuff here. But let's go ahead and fly on through. You can see, got myself a 10 XP because it's on a VIP server, 20 XP if it's on a public server because the VIP server has half the XP, and I have the double XP, so basically those two cancel out. Anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and wrap up the planes video here. This is a very interesting thing, alright? Planes are super cool. They're really low sensitivity, so you have to like literally fling your mouse around on your desk to control them. Hopefully Bad CC makes the sensitivity a whole lot lower, at least adjustable, so that we can tune it to how we like it. If you guys enjoy the planes, be sure to press like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below what other things you guys want me to do with Jailbreak, and I'll see you guys next time.